An examination under oath is it's a provision in your automobile policy, which is a contract. So anytime that you purchase an automobile policy from State Farm or Geico or 21st Century, the policy documents that they send to you in return have all of those different provisions and outlines in them. And if you read those, one of those provisions will be specific to what they call an examination under oath, or an EUO for short. And what it requires is that the types of coverages that you purchase from these automobile carriers will require you to participate in the EUO, or the examination, at some point. It doesn't always happen. It's up to the insurance company if they want the examination or not, and there's a whole variety of factors why they may or may not. But the point is that if they request it from you, you are under a contractual obligation to provide it to them. So it's not required by law per se, but if you want the coverage that you purchased on the policy, if you want your premiums to count for something that you pay out each month, it would be inherently wise to participate in that examination. And all it really is a question and answer session. So the attorney representing the insurance company, or the insurance claims rep or representative who would be representing the insurance company, would sit down with you across a table. There would be a court reporter at the end of the table who would be documenting everything that was said in the room. And it's just a dialogue between that individual and yourself. They'll ask you all sorts of questions about your biographical information, about the type of policy you purchased, perhaps who was living with you at the time, what address you were living at, and then about the accident or the claim itself. So for example, in a motor vehicle accident, they would want to know what date it occurred, what time it occurred, what the weather was like, who was driving, who was a passenger. So all of those things are going to factor into that examination, and for all the reasons that I mentioned, it's extremely important that you participate in that process.